It was very good that in the last class we were discussing upon the topic of reduction of inequality. First of all, we need to understand what is this social diversity. Social diversities are the man-made type of a structural group. I would rather not say that it's a destiny. Rather, it's a man-made type of a collective group. Why it is a man-made type of a collective group? Social diversity is person residing in a society and the differences between the two individuals on the basis of economy, that is the capital, or the demands of the people, the differences where there are lagging, that creates a social diversity. Means social diversities are nothing but the people like haves and have-nots. They are the people like the rich and the poor. We will not say 100% that such type of collective groups are created. No. They are man-made also. People do not try to carve out their destiny. They just remain idle, not at all bothered about the family, not at all bothered about the life that this precious life is the God has given. That person should have the aim that why I have come on this earth. Somebody think that I have come on this earth just to eat. So till what time are you going to get that? Till a particular limited period of a time. After that, what will be your condition? Because you don't want to do anything. So, in India, we were talking about that the democratic structure is such that there are delay, but the decision makings are better. Decisions are inefficient, but as compared to the other policies of other countries, it is better as compared to them. And in this democracy, we find that there is economic inequality prevailing within the people. There is poverty. The reasons are the economic inequality, the job variations are there, leading to complete structure, that is the poverty in the country. And as a result, we get the same parameters of the people, that is the haves and the have-nots. And there is a great difference, there is a gap between them. The persons who are residing in India, who are the capitalist group of people, who are bureaucrats in nature, who are capitalist groups, who are the persons so-called the elite persons, they are the wealthier persons in a society. They do not have to bother about the wealth. They do not have to think about any sort of their demand. Now, this democracy is a place where in spite of such type of differences prevailing, in spite of such type of discriminations are there, the gaps are there between the haves, between the have-nots, but still there is a way of accommodation of social diversity. We are sitting here, there are several of us who are coming from a richer section. There are several of us, by any way or the other, resulting in a poor section. But still, we are accommodating in this society. Still, we are accommodating in this democratic structure that in spite of coming from a wealthier family, although coming from a poor section, but still in a democracy, in a democratic structure like India, we find that there are ways to accommodate the social diversity. How do we accommodate that? The question arises. No society can fully and permanently resolve conflict among different groups. In a democracy, there are chances that conflicts arise. But the positive aspect is that although conflicts arise, there are chances that conflicts are solved also. But whereas the case of permanency in the solving of the conflicts are concerned, that are not resolved fully. Even do not go outside. Just take the example of our home itself. जहां 10 बर्तन होंगे, खनखनाहट की आवाज होगी. Meaning thereby that I want to tell the example of a small house, home, where we are residing. The ideology differs. The opinions, the expressions, the thoughts that differs between the son and the child, between the son and the father, mother and the daughter, uncle and cousin, and so on. Several types are there. Leading to what? Leading to conflicts. But we can solve such conflicts. In the same way, talking at the country level, in a society, conflicts arise between two social groups. Either those two social groups can be any type of a social group. Let us take, for example, the haves and the have-nots, the poorer section and the richer section. The conflicts may arise on the basis of the caste, on the basis of the religion, on the basis of the sex also, gender. The conflicts arise. But democracy has its way to resolve the conflict. उन conflict को solve करने का रास्ता है हमारे democracy. Laws are promulgated. Privileges are being given. The interests of the minority sections of the people are taken into consideration. And stringent laws are made such that the majority may not hover upon the minority. मेजॉरिटी हावी नहीं हो सके उस माइनॉरिटी के पर, तो उस परिस्थिति में वैसे लॉ बने हुए हैं, वैसे इंटरेस्ट्स, वैसे प्रिविलेजेस उन माइनॉरिटी वर्ग के लोगों के लिए बने हुए हैं कि जिस पर हम मेजॉरिटी हावी नहीं हो सकते. दैट मेजॉरिटी कैन बी ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द कास्ट, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द रिलीजन, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द इकोनॉमिक इक्वालिटी. इकोनॉमिक दृष्टिकोण से ये हो गया हमारा वर्गीकरण कि किस तरह से हम वर्गीकृत करते हैं अपने समाज के लोगों को, चाहे वो कास्ट के बेसिस पर, चाहे रिलीजन के बेसिस पर, या धर्म के बेसिस पर. उस आधार पे भी जो है कॉन्फ्लिक्ट राइज करता है. बट वी कैन सर्टेनली लर्न टू रेस्पेक्ट दोज डिफरेंसेस एंड वी कैन इवॉल्व मैकेनिज्म टू निगोशिएट द डिफरेंसेस. डेमोक्रेसी इज बेस्ट सुटेड टू प्रोड्यूस द आउटकम. Non-democratic regimes often turn a blind eye to suppress internal social differences. Whereas internal social differences arise in a society, जहां पर internal social disturbance arise होता है, either take case of the rights between the Hindus and the Muslims, or those between the other sects, there are chances in a democracy that such rights are suppressed. But whereas in a non-democratic regimes, there are no chances of suppressing such type of thing. Now you will tell, sir, why? Because take the case of Milosevic's rule in Albania. You had studied last year. I know your people have forgot that. क्योंकि किताब से वास्ता नहीं है. Milosevic's rule, the Serbs and Albanians. Albanians were in majority. Milosevic came. He was from Albanian party. He wanted that Serbs should leave the country. And finally there was an ethnic group. There was an ethnic massacre in Albania leading to killings, riots, loot, molestation, burning of houses, destruction of movable and immovable goods. And finally the Serbs were tortured at that time. Why? Albanians were in majority. But such majoritarian policy in a democratic structure like India will work? No. Why? Because the system of power sharing is something different. The privileges, the interests, the laws for the protection of the interest of the minority or several sections of the people, such other type of things are given out. Stay there. Such other things are given such that the differences can be resolved. But in non-democratic regime, what do we find? We find that such type of internal disturbance are least solved. Ability to handle social differences, divisions and conflicts is thus a definite plus point of democratic regime. But the example of Sri Lanka, that democracy must fulfill two conditions in order to achieve this outcome. So, we are worth to say that in a democratic regime, any sorts of conflicts, either the internal or the external, or any sorts of differences creeping out between the two sections of the community, that is possible in a democracy. Let us see some of the points regarding the accommodation. How in a democracy the groups, that is the social diversified groups, are accommodated in a society like India. It is necessary to understand that democracy is not simply ruled by majority opinion. The majority always needs to work with the minority so that government functions to represent the general view. Majority and minority opinions are not permanent. In a country like India, there are majoritarians. And the majoritarians are who? The vast section of population who are in majority. They are told to be the majoritarians. But the way, the outcome of the democracy in a country like India, the outcome of democracy in India is what? The outcome of democracy is that the way the majority lives in the country, जिस तरीके से मेजॉरिटेरियन वर्ग के लोग इस भारत जैसे लोकतांत्रिक राष्ट्र में निवास कर रहे हैं, उस मेजॉरिटी को साथ चलकर, उस मेजॉरिटी के ओपिनियन, उस मेजॉरिटी के फीलिंग्स, उस मेजॉरिटेरियन के लाइकिंग्स को ध्यान में रखते हुए अपना भी निवास कर रहे हैं और साथ में माइनॉरिटी भी निवास करते चले आ रहे हैं, दैट इज द बेस्ट रिजल्ट ऑफ द आउटकम ऑफ द डेमोक्रेसी. Because conflicts arise, and when the conflicts arise, there are chances of resolving the conflict. When the differences arise between the two sections, majoritarian and the minoritarians, there are chances that both of them can sit down together and they can live a peaceful life in a democracy. I tell you once again to repeat that the way the majoritarians are living in a society like India, जिस तरह से मेजॉरिटेरियन इस समाज में रह रहे हैं, माइनॉरिटी को अपना भाई मानकर लेके चल रहा है, माइनॉरिटी को साथ साथ लेकर चल रहा है, तो उससे बड़ा आउटकम और क्या हो सकता है? दैट इज द मोर बेसिक थिंग. अगर हम कंपेयर करते हैं इस कहानी को हम अल्बेनियंस के कहानी के साथ, हम सिन्हालीस के कहानी के साथ, श्रीलंका के कहानी के साथ, जहां पर दोनों उस पायदान पर नहीं पहुंच पा रहे थे, लेकिन हमारे लोकतंत्र में, हमारे भारत जैसे देश में मेजॉरिटीज हैं, मिनॉरिटीज हैं, लेकिन मेजॉरिटी वाले भी डर रहे हैं. उनके मन में यह हमेशा बना रहता है कि नहीं, मैं माइनॉरिटी के इंटरेस्ट को लेकर चलूंगा. माइनॉरिटी को स्पेशल प्रिविलेज मिला हुआ है लॉ के तरफ से, ताकि उसके इंटरेस्ट गाइडेड रहेंगे, उनके प्रिविलेजेस गाइडेड रहेंगे. और क्योंकि यहां पर वे ऑफ पावर शेयरिंग एक मॉरल दृष्टिकोण से भी बना हुआ है, प्रूडेंशियल दृष्टि से भी बना हुआ है, तो उसी आधार पर हम माइनॉरिटी को लेकर चलते हैं और साथ में अपना जीवन भी जी रहे हैं और माइनॉरिटी के इंटरेस्ट को भी लेकर चल रहे हैं. सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट आउटकम ऑफ ए डेमोक्रेसी. सी व्हेनेवर द क्वेश्चन कम्स आउटकम्स ऑफ ए डेमोक्रेसी, तो पहला शुरुआत का जो चीज हम लोग पढ़े हैं, maintaining the dignity of an individuals, decision makings are very better in a democracy, giving the respect to all the countries and so on, preparing the policies for the entire people, looking into the interest of the majority and the minority. सिर्फ उतनी ही बात नहीं, जहां जहां आपको लगे, आपका लॉजिक लग रहा है, कि आउटकम में ये प्रिवेलेंसी है कि गरीब और अमीर एक ही चैम्बर में बैठकर उठ रहे हैं, कर रहे हैं काम, गरीब और अमीर दोनों बैठकर उस ओहदे पर भी पहुंचे हुए हैं। तो ये क्या है? डेमोक्रेसी का एक आउटकम ही है कि आज अगर उसको रिजर्वेशन का फायदा अगर नहीं मिला रहा था तो प्रोबेबिलिटी था कि वो एक आईएएस ऑफिसर नहीं बन पाता, शायद हो सकता था। तो कुछ इस तरह की बातें जो हुई हैं, तो ये जस्ट सिंपल एक एग्जांपल मैं दे रहा हूं। तो जब भी आप बेहतर आप चीज लिखना पसंद करोगे कि आउटकम ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी क्या है, तो आप किन्हीं भी पॉइंट्स को आप लेके आगे बढ़ सकते हैं आप अपने आंसर, बट दैट शुड बी लॉजिकल बेस्ड। सेकेंडली, हाउ वी आर एकोमोडेटिंग द सोशल डाइवर्सिटी, किस तरह से हम माइनॉरिटी को एकोमोडेट कर हाउ वी आर एकोमोडेटिंग दैट माइनॉरिटी एंड गोइंग इन हैंड टू हैंड टुगेदर विद दैट result is only and only found in a democratic structure like India. Secondly, it is also necessary that rule by majority does not become rule by majority community in terms of religion or race or linguistic group. It is also necessary, यह भी बिल्कुल बताना जरूरी होगा कि rule by the majority does not all along, rule by the majority does not all along bring the rule of the majority in terms of religion, caste या linguistic manner. मेजॉरिटी है तो इसका मतलब यह नहीं कि हम मेजॉरिटी हो गए तो हम माइनॉरिटी वर्ग के लोगों को हम ध्यान में नहीं रखेंगे, उसके हर इच्छाओं को हम सप्रेस करते चले जाएं, चाहे हम लैंग्वेज स्पीकिंग पीपल मेजॉरिटी में क्यों ना हो जाए, चाहे हम कास्ट को ध्यान में रखकर हम मेजॉरिटी में क्यों ना हो जाए। अगर हम साउथ इंडिया चले जाएं तो साउथ इंडियन लैंग्वेज वहां पर जो है तमिल स्पीकिंग पीपल या मलयालम स्पीकिंग लैंग्वेज पीपल, दे आर इन पॉपुलेशन ग्रेट ओवर देयर, एंड इफ आई गेट द चांस टू गो एंड रिसाइड ओवर देयर, देन आई विल फील माई सेल्फ अनप्रोटेक्टेड. That will not work. Majority rule does not mean the rule of the majority. The rule of the majority, it does not mean that. It does not mean the rule by the same caste of the people. It does not mean the same linguistic type of the people. It will mean that how the majority is carving its way to live with that minority. उस माइनॉरिटी के साथ अपना जीविकोपार्जन किस तरह करता है वो मेजॉरिटी वर्ग, वह सबसे बड़ा आउटकम है जो चीज इस लोकतांत्रिक राष्ट्र में दिख रहा है. इट इज ऑल्सो नेसेसरी दैट रूल बाय मेजॉरिटी डज नॉट बिकम रूल बाय मेजॉरिटी कम्युनिटी इन टर्म्स ऑफ रिलीजन. यह बात को हमेशा ध्यान में रखना है कि रूल बाय मेजॉरिटी कम्युनिटी या रूल बाय मेजॉरिटी रिलीजन या रूल बाय मेजॉरिटी लिंग्विस्टिक स्पीकिंग पीपल डज नॉट बिकम ए रूल. यहां पे वो रूल कभी नहीं बना है कि हिंदी स्पीकिंग पीपल है तो उसका राज होगा, फलाने वर्ग के लोग हैं तो उसका राज होगा. यह चीज दिखने को नहीं मिला है हमारे लोगों को. मेजॉरिटेरियन की बात जो है, द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ मेजॉरिटेरियनिज्म, दैट डज नॉट फ्लरिश इन द कंट्री. इट इज टेकन इनटू ए जनरल व्यू, एक जनरल व्यू में लेके चला जा रहा है. ये भी अपने आप में एक बहुत अच्छा आउटकम है हमारे डेमोक्रेसी का. और सोशल डाइवर्सिटी जो एकोमोडेट हो रहा है हमारे समाज में इसी आधार पर कि मेजॉरिटी को पनपने नहीं दिया गया, चाहे वो रिलीजन की बेसिस पर हो, चाहे वो लैंग्वेज की बेसिस पर हो या कास्ट के बेसिस पर हो. नहीं, ये तमाम चीजों को जो है इग्नोर करते हुए ही हमारा यहाँ वर्किंग पैराफर्नेलिया जो है या वर्किंग मैकेनिज्म जो है उसी धर्रे पे चल रहा है. The rule of the majority does not become the rule by the majority in terms of religion, race or linguistic. Rule by majority means that in case of every decision, in case of every election, different persons and groups may and can form a majority. Rule by majority का मतलब यह होना चाहिए different sections of people, either they are contesting the election or anything, they can form a majority, and then in that way they will rule the country. That is the meaning of the exact majority. Majority का मतलब यह होना चाहिए like minded individuals. मेरी बात को समझिए. मेजॉरिटी का मतलब यह नहीं हो कि मैं हिंदू हूं, वह मुसलमान है, वह क्रिश्चियन है, वह सिख है. इस तरीके से आप रिलीजन को मेजॉरिटी ग्रुप में मत तौलिए। आप मेजॉरिटी को इस आधार पर तौलिए कि डिफरेंट सेक्शंस ऑफ पीपल हैविंग द लाइक माइंडेडनेस। लाइक माइंडेडनेस मीन्स विचारधाराएं बराबर हो। Only then that shall be the true meaning of the majority. Not that a person coming from Hindu caste, a person coming from Malayalam speaking people, they are in majority. That shall not be taken into consideration as a majority. उसी और यह चीज यहां पर एकोमोडेट कर रहा है। बीजेपी is ruling the country. Is it a majority party? On the basis of religion? No. There are several people coming from the background of different religion in that party itself. Means what? It means people having the like-minded interest, people having the like-mindedness, they got collected together under one umbrella, they formed one political party, and with the same opinion and thought they contested the election, and the people gave them the mandate. And they are ruling the country. One cannot say that it is a Hindu-based type of a political party. One cannot say that it is based on the basis of caste and culture and so on. No. Every party has got its own mandate, and that we are seeing that in this outcome, we will not be so much proud to say that rule of majority exists in a democracy. What type of rule exists in a democracy? Looking into the interest of the minority. And the rule of the majority does not mean the rule of a single religion or linguistic group, but people having the like-mindedness. That is the true meaning of the majority. एक तरह का विचारधारा, कास्ट अलग हो, रिलीजन अलग हो, लेकिन विचारधाराएं मिल रहा हो, और उस विचारधाराओं में हम लोग आगे बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, तो that is the true outcome of the majority. In that way, we can accommodate the people who are coming within the social diversities. If someone is bad from being in majority on the basis of birth, then the democratic rule ceases to be accommodative for that person. कहा जाता है कि if someone is bad on the basis of their birth, जन्म के आधार पर उस व्यक्ति को जो है तुच्छ माना जा रहा है, और वो मेजॉरिटी ग्रुप में है, और उसे जो है हमेशा इग्नोरेंस मिल रहा है, इग्नोर किया जा रहा है. Why? Because that boy is born in a Hindu family, because that girl is born in a Muslim family, and only on the basis of the birth he or she is being ignored, then that is not the outcome of the democracy. Outcome of a democracy will mean that such type of people, either coming from the majority section or the minority sections, both have the right to stay, both have the right to carve out their livelihood in this democratic structure, और अपना जीविकोपार्जन दोनों उठ बैठ के एक साथ वो लोग कर सकते हैं. That is the colorful spirit of a democracy. Then the last, dignity and freedom of the individuals. We were talking about fraternity, the objective of the constitution, justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. In this democracy, we also talk about that how democracy is maintaining the dignity of an individual, and how the democratic structure provides freedom to its citizens, which you all might have studied in class 9th also. We were talking about the rights, we were talking about several fundamental rights, then we also talked about various other related rights which are from inside that main fundamental rights. Like human rights, it's not a fundamental right. Like the right to information, it is not a fundamental right. A right to live, that is not a fundamental right. All these are the rights which are related to other rights. But that also come under the definition of the rights which are not enforced in the court of law. Fundamental rights are enforced in the court of law, but other rights are not enforced in the court of law. जहां पर आपका मौलिक अधिकार बाधित होता है तो आप जो है उसकी सुरक्षा के लिए आप न्याय के दरवाजे को खटखटा सकते हैं। परंतु वैसे राइट्स जो उन राइट्स से निकले हुए हैं, दैट विल नॉट बी इन्फोर्सेबल इन द कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ। आई नो देयर आर 7 fundamental rights. How many fundamental rights are there? 7 or 6? Can you tell me any one of them? Not a single you can say. Okay. Dignity and the freedom of the citizens. Democracy stands much superior to any other forms of government in promoting dignity and freedom of the individual. Yes, I would also rather proudly say that democracy is a place where the dignity and the respect for each and every individuals are maintained. In the rights chapter also we were studying, rights are what? Rights are simply nothing but the claims of a person over other. Rights are the claims of a person over the other being. If I behave in a very loyal manner, in a very respectable manner to Mr. X, and everybody knows that Mr. X is a very khadus person, but I behave in a very loyal manner every time with him. Whenever he comes, I talk in a polite way, in a very kindful manner, showing the respect. I am creating that claim upon that person. And whenever he will also talk to me, it's a human nature. Why? मनुष्य को ही रीजनिंग एबिलिटी है, जानवर के पास रीजनिंग एबिलिटी नहीं है। इसलिए जानवर के साथ आप एक्सपेक्ट भी नहीं कर सकते कि वो गलत किया है। जानवर कभी सही गलत करता ही नहीं, क्योंकि उसके पास रैशनैलिटी नाम का चीज नहीं है, लेकिन रैशनैलिटी ह्यूमन बींग्स में है। और अगर वो मिस्टर एक्स जो उद्दंड किस्म का है, लेकिन अगर मैं उसके साथ भला हमेशा करते चला आया, आई ऑलवेज टॉक्ड इन अ वेरी पोलाइट फॉर मैनर, तो मेरा क्लेम उस व्यक्ति पर बनता है कि व्हेनेवर ही विल टॉक टू मी, ह्यूमन नेचर कहता है कि ही विल बिहेव सर्टेनली गुड। ठीक है, बाद में इट मे बी समथिंग डिफरेंट, बट एट द वेरी फर्स्ट इंस्टेंस his claim upon me and my claim upon him will be the same. That shall go on. And that is the thing in a democratic structure. क्या यहां के नियम कानून कुछ इस तरह के बने पड़े हैं और उस ऑब्जेक्टिव को मेन हिस्सा बनाया गया है हमारे प्रियम्बल का, फ्रेटर्निटी को, कि जिन जिन चीजों को अगर हम देखते हैं, चाहे राइट्स की बात हो या पावर्स देने की बात हो, प्राइम मिनिस्टर को, प्रेसिडेंट को, काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स को, स्पीकर को, एमपी को, एमएलए को, ये सब में आपको डिग्निटी कहीं ना कहीं दिखाई पड़े। आप शेड्यूल कास्ट को रिजर्व कर रहे हैं, प्रिविलेजेस दे रहे हैं, इंटरेस्ट दे रहे हैं, माइनॉरिटी वर्ग को जो है उठाने का कोशिश करते हैं, उसके इंटरेस्ट को बढ़ावा दे रहे हैं। कहीं ना कहीं उसके इज्जत पर ध्यान जरूर है, उसकी डिग्निटी पर ध्यान जरूर है हमारे संविधान का। हमारे प्रेसिडेंट की इज्जत का ध्यान है, although he is a golden zero, but still he is a man where dignity has been showered upon him. So in a democratic structure like India, we have been seeing that dignity of an individual is maintained, at least in this democratic structure like India. Every individual wants to receive the respect from the other fellow beings. Often conflicts arise among individuals because some feel that they are not being treated with the due respect. The passion for respect and freedom are the basis of democracy. The passion of respect and dignity, that is the basis of a democracy. Democracy में इज्जत लेना और इज्जत देने की बात हमेशा अव्वल रहा है डेमोक्रेसी में। क्यों? क्योंकि डेमोक्रेसी में लोग जो यहाँ पर अपना निवास कर रहे हैं, अनेक तरह के सोशल डाइवर्सिफाइड ग्रुप्स ऑफ पीपल आर स्टेइंग हियर, एंड इन दिस सोसाइटी फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लर्न व्हाट इज सोसाइटी. सोसाइटी इज ए नंबर ऑफ लाइक माइंडेड इंडिविजुअल्स who come and reside together and are able to carve out their existence मिला जुला के, मतलब sitting down together. That is the true meaning of society. It is a member, society is member of like-minded individuals who come and reside together and are able to carve out their existence according to the nature of the society. उसी को समाज कहते हैं. तो जैसे ही बात लाइक माइंडेडनेस का होगा, मतलब मेरा विचार आपके विचार से मिल रहा है, किस तरह से समाज में रहना है। सैंक्शनड बाय लॉ कुछ ऐसा चीज होता है जो समाज भी अलाउ करता है, सैंक्शनड बाय लॉ। तो आप पाइएगा कि डेमोक्रेसी में एक दूसरे के साथ वो जो रेस्पेक्ट की भावना है वो बना हुआ रहता है। ऑफन देयर आर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स, कभी कभी विवादें पैदा होती है, लेकिन डेमोक्रेसी में विवाद भी जो है सॉल्व होते हैं। और जब विवाद सॉल्व होगा, कहीं ना कहीं आप देखिएगा वहां पर इज्जत की बात जरूर आती है। एंड ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ दैट डिग्निटी, ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ दैट रिस्पेक्ट वी आर एबल टू carve out and we are able to stand firm in a society and stay in a democratic structure. Okay, we are stopping here. Till then, goodbye.